Hello all, and welcome back to Chreos Gaming. I am continuing my playthrough of Morrowind as the Khajit Thief Drolan. And currently I'm working on, about to start working on the quests for the Imperial Cult. So Samutus Vunis is here in Moonmoth Legion Fort near Balmora. He is one of the individuals that you can use to start working for to join the cult. So he says, "Welcome. Can I tell you about the Imperial Cult? We invite you to become a lay member." Sure, go ahead and tell me about the cult. The missionary arm of the Great Faiths, the Imperial Cult, brings divine inspiration and consolation to the Empire's remote provinces. What does that mean? That's not helpful, dude. All right, what would it mean to be a lay member then? We accept all citizens of good character and earnest faith. We ask only a one-time pledge of 50 drakes to aid us in our good works. Thereafter, the only cost of membership comes when you use a healing altar. Modest and nominal fees, which help us in our mission to bring the words and blessings of the Nine to those less fortunate than ourselves. Do you wish to join the Imperial Cult? What's this about healing altars, even though I've already used them? You may pray at Imperial Cult healing altars and receive blessings which cure common and blight diseases, cure poisons, and restore attributes. Non-members pay 25 drakes. Newer members pay 10 drakes, while higher-ranking members receive blessings free. Healing altars are found in Vivek Foreign Quarter, Wolverine Hall in Sadrith Mora, Fort Buckmoth, Fort Moonmoth, Fort Pelagiad, Fort Darius, Aldrune Guild of Mages, and Imperial Chapels in Ebenheart. Okay, what about blessings? Most shrines provide common blessings like healing, cure common or cure blight disease, and cure poison. Alright then, well, what about shrines then? Because this is different. Altars are found in Imperial Cult chapels and shrines. In Morrowind, Imperial Cult shrines are usually found in Legion forts. Okay then. So what about joining the Imperial Cult then? We accept all citizens. Yeah, you said that. 50 drakes, blah, blah, blah. Would you rather I review the Imperial Cult requirements? Yes, please. What are your requirements? To serve... Okay. To serve and glorify the Nine Divines, you must cultivate a noble personality and a strong will. Respect the magical arts, especially the colleges of restoration, mysticism, and conjuration. Those who swear to avoid bloodshed, to take the field unarmored, to fight only with blunt weapons, are especially praiseworthy. Knowledge of enchantments and the gift of diplomatic speech are other qualities we look for in our initiates. Our doctrines are simple. We acknowledge the divinity of the Nine Divines: Akatosh, Dibella, Arche, Zenithar, Mara, Stendar, Kinnereth, Julianos, and Tiber Septim. Oh, they do recognize Tiber Septim. Huh. We preach the 9 virtues: humility, inspiration, piety, work, compassion, justice, ambition, learning, and civility. Our Emperor is the defender of the faith, and the Empire is the worldly working of the divine plan. But there's 9 divines, and they disagree with one. Anyway, we pledge aid and comfort to all citizens in need, and serve the Emperor and Empire at his will. Our rules are equally simple. It is forbidden to attack another person of the Imperial Cult, and of course, forbidden to kill another cult member. It is forbidden to steal from another member, whether by open theft or by covert pickpocketing. It is forbidden to trespass upon the private property of another member, private property being understood to be anything behind a locked door. Break any of these rules, and you shall be expelled from the cult. Now, Drolan, do you wish to join? Oh, sure, why not? Yes,
Sounds dangerous for you, though.
Oh, of course. Only if I get caught. So, yes, I wish to join. You are now a layman of the Imperial Cult. Welcome, Drolan, to our community, and may you rejoice in its blessings. Can I tell you about our services? Or, if you can donate more time and effort, would you like to become a lay servant? Which is not a highlighted... What is that? Okay. So I've lost 50 gold, which was expected. Journal updated. For my gods, an emperor has been added to my inventory, which must be a book. What do you say about services, then? You can find Imperial Cult services in Fort Buckmoth, Fort Moonmoth, Fort Pelagiad, Fort Darius, Wolverine Hall in Zadrith Mora, Vivek Foreign Quarter, and Imperial Chapels in Ebenheart. Seek training at Wolverine Hall, Fort Buckmoth, Fort Moonmoth, Ebenheart Imperial Chapels, Governor's Hall in Caldera, and Ald Valathi Outpost. Many Imperial Cult locations have healing altars. Okay, so you listed a lot of names just a moment ago. But before that, I was actually going to ask about the Nine Divines. The official religion of the Empire, the Imperial Cult, worships the Nine Divines. The Nine Divines are the Aedra, listed below, and the divine god hero Tiber Septim, founder and patron of the Empire. Alright then, what about Akatosh? Akatosh is the ultimate god of the Cyrodiilic Empire, where he embodies the qualities of endurance, invincibility, and everlasting legitimacy. That's the first I think I've ever heard everlasting legitimacy referred to as a quality. But okay, what about Dibella? Dibella, the goddess of beauty, is the most popular god of the Nine Divines. In Cyrodiil, she has nearly a dozen different cults, some devoted to women, some to artists and aesthetics, and others to erotic instruction. Okay then. Arche? Arche, god of the cycle of life and death, is the deity associated with burials and funeral rites, and is responsible for the progression of the seasons. His priests are staunch opponents of necromancy and all forms of the undead. Well, I can agree with them on that then. And Zenithar? Zenithar, trader god and patron of work and commerce, is the deity of wealth, labor, commerce, and communication. His priests have shown that the way to peace and prosperity is through earnest work and honest profit, not through war and bloodshed. Mara. Mara, goddess of love, is the mother goddess, patron of the beautiful, bountiful earth, and source of mortal compassion and understanding. She is associated with Nir of the Anuad, the female principle of the cosmos that gave birth to creation. Okay, so there's the 9, and then there are other Daedra that are beside the 9. Okay, because even the primary Daedra from what was going on here, Azura isn't listed here. Okay, so it's the 9 are not the same thing as the full pantheon. Gotcha. Stendarr then is god of justice and mercy, and is the patron of righteous might and merciful forbearance. He is the inspiration of magistrates and rulers, the patron of the imperial legions, and the comfort of the law-abiding citizen. And then Kinnereth, goddess of air, is the deity of the heavens, the winds, the elements, and the unseen spirits of the air, patron of sailors and travelers. Kinnereth is invoked for auspicious stars at birth and for good fortune in daily life. Julianos is god of wisdom and logic, and the deity of literature, law, history, sorcery, enchantment, and alchemy. Sounds like a lot to keep track of. Monastic orders founded by Tiber Septim and dedicated to Julianos are the keepers of the Elder Scrolls. Oh! Okay, that's interesting. Oh, I just realized you don't do anything with an Elder Scroll in Morrowind.
No.
It wasn't part of the major primary plot. It was in Skyrim, so that's also interesting. All right, finally, Tiber Septim. In his aspect of Izmir, Dragon of the North, Tiber Septim is also invoked as the patron of the questing heroes. Well, that makes sense of what's going on. All right. So, all that said, I am now a lay member of the cult. Do they have orders? There are no orders from him. So, unfortunately, blessings here to Dibella, Essential supplies, I already got that. Latest rumors. I'm just curious if there's a way to have him tell me where to go to get quests, and he doesn't. However, I did already look it up, and interestingly, all of the other factions that I've worked for, they've sent me to the different towns to gain orders. But the Imperial Cult, all of the quest givers are in Ebonheart. So I'm going to head over to Ebonheart, find the first in the list, and I don't know how they're sorted in the unofficial Elder Scrolls pages wiki thing. So I'm just going to do them in that order. Generally speaking, they have... Hey, my acrobatics increased. Generally speaking, they have been... How to phrase this? Wait, am I even going? No, I'm not going the right way. I turned. Anyway, generally speaking, they have been consistent as far as it seems like they start easy and get more difficult. Of course, at this point, I'm overpowered for most stuff, so it hasn't been more difficult. But they seem to move you up the ranks, and I am now stuck. That's not cool. There we go. Okay. I was about to have to use Divine Intervention to get back to Fort Moonmoth, and I was not looking forward to that. But, as I said, I'll come back in when I get to Ebonheart. Alright, so I'm in Ebonheart, and I need to figure out where the Imperial Chapel is. Oh, Imperial Chapels are there in the back behind the council chambers. That's way back there. Okay. But I need to run over there, and I'm trying to remember if I've interacted with folks in the Imperial Chapels in the past and just forgotten about it, or if this is going to be my first time visiting those locations and I don't recall. So this will potentially be interesting. There we go. Yeah, so obviously I've been this way before, but because this was where I was getting the last set of... Is this the Imperial Chapels? This is the Imperial Chapels. Okay, we've got a lot of people around here. The first person I'm supposed to look for is Sinolian Tunifus or Tunulius. I'm not sure which. But I'm looking for someone named Sinolian. Nope.
What's this all about?
And that's none of these people. That's interesting. Well, apparently the Imperial Chapels are pretty big, though. So...
How can I help you?
Here we go. Sinolian Tunifus says, "Hello, I am Sinolian Tunifus. I manage the lay healer volunteers for our cult. If you are ready to accept a task as a lay healer, let me know." Okay, sure. I am ready for a lay healer task. Mara be praised. So much to do in so little time. Please bring me 5 units of Marshmerrow for restore health potions. Balor Salvu, a farmer in the western Ascadian Isles near Pelagiad, grows Marshmerrow. Bring him this potion as a gift, and he'll tell you where to pick the Marshmerrow. My journal has been updated. I get a quality Fortify Strength has been added to my inventory. Okay, so what do you say about Balor Salvu? You say, Balor Salvu's farm is on the road just south of Pelagiad. The farmhouse is north of the road, south of the southwestern end of Lake Heron. Just head north from Ebonheart. Don't take the bridge west towards Sedanin. When you hit the east-west road between Pelagiad and Vivek, turn right, east, toward Vivek, and Balor's farm is not far. If you reach a bridge, you've gone too far. Balor's a shrewd fellow. Ask nicely, and he might share his knowledge. Okay, that's interesting. So the actual quest is just to bring Marshmerrow. But there's this interaction with Balor Salvu, and I've been given a Fortify Strength potion to take to Balor. So I think I will go visit him. Balor Salvu's home, just south of Pelagiad, is north of the road, south of the southwestern end of Lake Heron. Oy, I am not going to remember all of that. So south of Pelagiad, south of the southwestern end of Lake Heron. Okay, so if I look at the world map, This is the Dren Plantation. Pelagiad's up here? No, because this is Pelagiad. Okay. So it's south of Pelagiad. Is this the lake then? So it would be in this area somewhere. Alright, so I will run up to Pelagiad, see if I can find Balor's farm, and I will come back in when I get there. Alright, so I have made it into Balor Savu's farm, and this is roughly where it is, so a little southeast of the Pelagiad marker, and the instructions were pretty accurate. I followed the road, and that brought me here. So, he says, well, you bring me a little present from Sarah Sinolian, eh? Good on you. Here's a good ol' flaw for an outlander, and what can I do for you? Okay. Quality Fortify Strength has been removed, and my journal has been updated. And then he says about do for you. Sarah Sinolian needs Marshmerrow, eh? Not a problem. There's a little field of Marshmerrow growing right here next to my house. Help yourself. And my regards to Sarah Sinolian. And that's all you need? Teach me something? Well now, with this fine strength potion, with this fine strength potion you brung me, won't take no time at all to grub out those roots for the new Marshmerrow plot. Thank you kindly. Why don't you take this book? I know it by heart already. Experience and practice is the real stuff, but there's nothing wrong with a little book learning. Well then, reckon I better get back to work. Good day, and my regards to Sarah Sinolian. And I got the cake and the diamond. Okay? Goodbye. Alright, so let's go find out what the cake and the diamond is. It gives me alchemy increase. Nice. And then I can read that later. And he said there was Marshmerrow right here and that he didn't mind if I took it. I needed 5, I think?
I think so.
Okay. So, 1, none, 2, was that none? Yes. 3, 4, 5. And let's find out if I can verify that. Needs 5 units. Yep. Okay. So then, with that, I'll head back to Pelagiad. It doesn't take too long, but I'll still stop here and then come back in when I get back to the guy to turn this in. Alright, back in the Imperial Chapels, talking to Sinolian, and oh my, he talked rather quickly. I see you have brought me 5 units of Marshmerrow. Here is a restore health potion for you, and a mortar and pestle so you can practice making your own restore health potions. Speak to me again when you are ready for another lay healer mission. And goodness, I was so busy I almost forgot. Have you checked your advancement in the Imperial Cult? As you serve Mara and the 9, so shall you rise in rank. So, standard restore health potion, apprentice mortar and pestle, 5 Marshmerrow, and my journal has been updated. Goodbye. But you're not going to let me ask about advancement? Well, we will talk to you again and see what you say this time. Goodness, I was so busy I almost forgot. Have you checked your advancement in the Imperial Cult? As you serve Mara and the 9, so shall you rise in rank. Okay, well, what do you say about advancement then? Congratulations, Drolan. You have been promoted to Novice. Awesome. Alright, so now if I talk to you, you say, we need 5 units of Muck for cure common disease potions. A farmer in Nissus, Abishbulu Shand, has a muck sponge patch near his hut, and Chaplain Ogrel at Fort Darius has a deal with Shand to gather muck there for free. Let me put Nissus on your map, and while you're in Nissus, visit Chaplain Ogrel and give him these 4 restore health potions, and ask him if he'll teach you a few tricks. When you have the muck, bring it back to me, and here's 80 drakes for the Siltstrider Fair. It's a long walk. Alright, so I've got journal update, 4 bargain restore health potions, and 80 gold. Nice! That'll be going to Nissus, and I need to find Chaplain Ogrel, and then I need to find Abishbulu Shand. Alright, so fetch quests, basically, but they do seem... So, it's interesting, the Imperial Cult appears to be the sort of, like, tutorial segment that apparently I should have started with? Maybe?
Yeah, I was thinking, because it gives you the health potions and things, and
Books to train you in certain skills. So
it's kind of interesting.
it is. Now, you could, of course, choose not to deliver the health potions and just keep them for yourself the way it's written out and stuff. But, alright, anyway, goodbye, sir. I will go after the muck. It's interesting that it calls it that and that there's a muck spudge plant, but I'll go try and gather those from Nissus in the next video. Thanks all. Hello all, and thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please click the like button below. You can also subscribe using the channel image in the center of the video. If you are interested in more content in this video series, to the left is a link to the full playlist. Alternatively, when it is available, to the right will be a link to the next video in the series. Thanks all.